Hey guys, welcome to the shop. I've done all the drywall I can stand. I can't take it no more. I gotta play. Everything's still all tore up and not put away, but I've had enough. Here's a helpful little hint. You could use a 5-gallon bucket or what have you. Cut your circle so you can get, when you're roughing out your piece, you can get a general idea what area you want to cut it from. This is a big old hunk of cherry crotch. And if you look in the center, I put a drywall screw, and then on the end of the Stanley tape, see that little slot? That fits right over that screw, and then all you got to do is go around on about the same number to get a rough circle, and that can be your compass. So check the end of your tape. It makes it a lot easier than trying to eyeball it. Alright, I got everything tight and as centered as I could get it. Everything's like double, triple tight. I'm only spinning at about 214 RPMs. There's my first cuts on the new lathe. I'm a little nervous because this is a lot thicker on one side than it is on the other, so it's going to be slow going for a while. So it's going to be like this for a while. I'll shut you off when I get that a little flatter. I mean, turn you on when I get it a little flatter. Boy, this is a heck of a learning curve. I got most of it flat. I might flip it around and see what size bowl we can get. I got a couple little humps on here. And yes, I got my face mask on. But it's really strange. I'm not used to the lathe going this slow, and you really got to take your time on advancing your cut, or it jams up real easy. So I'm going to get a drink of water and I think flip this around and get the back side or the bottom rounded and see what I'm going to get out of it, and we'll go from there. Boy, I cannot wait to speed this thing up. This is beating the crap out of me. But I'm getting it round. There's my size. All I got to do now is bring this all around. Got a lot to go. I'll tell you what, on low speed this lathe has a lot of torque. Alright, I'll keep whittling away. I'll turn you back on when I get it closer. It's like night and day. It was balanced enough to get it up a notch. I got up to 360. Now I actually feel like I'm making some progress. I'm being fairly aggressive. I'll smooth all this out later. I'm sure I have a bunch of torn grain and what have you, but no biggie, I got a long ways to go. Alright, now we're cooking with fat. I got it up to 694, I think. Alright, I got it sanded down to 220. I'm going to finish this one with shellac because that's what I have. This is clear, and then as it dries I'll try to buff it up. I don't want too much gloss on it. But a little disturbing to me, I noticed there's a wobble from somewhere in this lathe. I hope and I think it is my chuck. I think I got some finish on the jaws or something like that. So I'm going to have to take it apart and clean it. And hopefully that will get rid of it. But all in all, it's pretty good. This cherry's been air drying probably 4 or 5 years in my garage, so I'm not sure what the moisture content is. Doesn't really matter, but I know it's pretty dry, so this probably takes several coats. It's already tacking up. Can't really see the wobble, but I can feel it. I hope it's just my the jaws on my chuck. That's a nice piece of lumber. I love cherry. Nice figure in it. It was a crotch. I was expecting some flame grain in there, but I don't see any. Not really. Turned out pretty sweet. Here's another little hint. Your saturated rags, don't throw them in the garbage can because they can actually spontaneous combust with certain finishes on them. I always toss them out on the sidewalk till they dry out and then I throw them away. Yeah, reverse turning without the chuck bolted down, it totally unscrewed itself off the lathe. Let me fix it up, I'll get back with you. Alright, I got it back on track. The Allen screw that went in the lock on the chuck actually sheared off, and then it screwed up my threads a little bit, kind of flattened off the top, but left enough on there to thread it back on. So back underway, no great damage done. A couple little chips along here I can sand out, no big deal. So I got it about a 1/2 inch thick. I'm going to keep turning, get it down to a quarter, maybe a little under. I don't want to blow up my first project on the new lathe. So I'll turn you back on in a minute. There you have it. Didn't turn out too bad. First project on the new lathe. I like it. Light as a feather. I'm gonna have to find out what that wobble is though. I have a feeling I need to take apart my chuck and deep clean it. Thanks for watching. Take care.